There is a faint gray patch in the autumn sky. Through binoculars, it looks almost harmless. That patch is Andromeda. Not a star, not a cloud. A spiral galaxy wide enough to hold hundreds of billions of stars, about 2.5 million light-years away. And it is moving toward the Milky Way, not toward tomorrow, not toward the next century, toward us on the scale galaxies use, where 1 million years is only a short exposure, and 4 billion years is still a future chapter. The clean picture is two ghostly pinwheels, separated by a black ocean, sliding slowly into the same region of space. That sounds like a collision. But collision means something different here. The stars are so widely spaced that most of them will probably never touch another star. The real encounter is gravity, gas, dust, dark matter, and time. Two systems can pass through one another because they are mostly empty and still change each other because they are enormously massive. For years, the famous answer sounded settled. Andromeda and the Milky Way were destined to merge. Newer Hubble and Gaia work has made the ending less certain. So this is not a countdown. It is the story of a moving galaxy, a possible future sky, and a forecast that became more honest in 2025. Andromeda is the nearest major galaxy to the Milky Way. Astronomers also call it M31, the 31st object in Charles Messier's catalog of fuzzy objects that were not comets. From Earth, it can seem small and dim. Distance is doing the hiding. If the full disk were bright enough for the naked eye, Andromeda would cover a large span of the night sky, several times wider than the full moon. Its light has been traveling for roughly 2.5 million years. When that light left, cities, written language, and spacecraft were still far ahead. The galaxy was already there, huge, structured, and bound into the local group with the Milky Way. The local group is not a still display. The Milky Way, Andromeda, Triangulum, satellite galaxies, and dark matter hollows all move under one another's gravity. Across the wider universe, most distant galaxies appear to recede as space itself stretches. Andromeda is different. It is close enough and massive enough for local gravity to dominate the general expansion. NASA's classic Hubble framing put Andromeda's approach at about 250,000 miles per hour. By ordinary standards, that is extreme speed. For galaxies, it is slow enough that the story unfolds across billions of years. The first shock is not just that it is fast. It is that a whole galaxy is already in the sky, and its measured motion points in our direction. Knowing Andromeda is approaching is only the first part. The harder question is where it will go. One component of the motion is comparatively direct. Andromeda's light is shifted in a way that shows motion toward us along the line of sight. The difficult part is sideways motion across the sky. At 2.5 million light-years, even a large lateral speed becomes a tiny angular drift. That was the breakthrough in the classic Hubble result. Astronomers used the Hubble Space Telescope to measure Andromeda's proper motion. Its slow crawl against background objects. It was not a film of a galaxy racing sideways. It was precision work, comparing positions carefully enough to constrain a future orbit. The result supported the famous scenario. The Milky Way and Andromeda would have a major encounter in roughly 4 billion years, followed by later passages and a final merged galaxy, perhaps 6 to 7 billion years from now. NASA's Scientific Visualization Studio turned that model into the images many people remember. Andromeda swelling in a future sky, tidal distortions spreading through both galaxies, and a smooth remnant left after the old spiral disks lose their shape. But model is the important word. A model can be authoritative and still conditional. It rests on positions, velocities, mass estimates, and the gravity of nearby galaxies. That caveat did not make the story weaker. It made the story cleaner. The measurement explains why this is more than a beautiful animation. If Andromeda had almost no sideways motion, the encounter would be more direct. If the sideways motion were large enough, the two galaxies could pass at a much wider distance. From here, the difference is extremely delicate. Astronomers are trying to measure a drift so small that years of Hubble precision and statistical modeling are needed before the motion becomes useful. The word collision borrows from solid things, and that is where it misleads. A car collision is metal into metal. A planet impact is rock into rock. A galaxy collision is not that kind of event. A galaxy is mostly empty space. The distances between stars are immense compared with the stars themselves. Reduce the Sun to a small bead, and the nearest star system would be many miles away on the same scale. That spacing is why two galaxies can overlap without becoming a fireball of stellar impacts. Individual stars still feel the encounter. Their orbits bend. Some may be drawn into long tidal streams. Some may end up in the final merged galaxy on entirely new paths. A few close stellar encounters are possible in dense regions, but direct star-star crashes are not the main event. The collision happens in the material that is spread out. Gas clouds are large, dust lanes are broad. Dark matter halos are enormous invisible envelopes around the visible disks. When the Milky Way and Andromeda interact, those halos overlap first. Gravity transfers energy and angular momentum. Gas can compress. New star-forming regions can ignite as the disks are distorted. So the violent-looking image has a quiet, mechanical truth inside it. Space is empty enough for stars to miss. Gravity is strong enough for galaxies not to leave unchanged. That is the central paradox. Two galaxies can collide. The sky can be remade, and almost every star can continue through emptiness. In the classic NASA visualization, the first change is not destruction. It is size. Andromeda grows from a faint patch into a visible structure with a bright core and extended spiral arms. The Milky Way's familiar band remains, but the sky no longer feels like one galaxy seen from within. A second galaxy has entered the view. As the encounter develops, the disks stretch. Tidal forces pull out arcs and streams. The two galaxies pass through and around each other, then slow, turn, and fall back again. Each passage changes stellar orbits and reshapes the gas. NASA's A New Dawn sequence places the major encounter around 4 billion years from now in that model. Later, after repeated interactions, the two spirals settle toward a single larger galaxy. The spiral pattern fades. The final system is often described as elliptical or lenticular, smoother, rounder, and less like the two pinwheels that began the encounter. This is why the story stays visually powerful without false danger. Earth is not being struck by a giant solid disk. The Sun is not expected to plow into another star. The solar system may be moved to a different orbit, and the night sky would become unrecognizable. But the physics is deep time transformation, not sudden apocalypse. The useful way to read the NASA sequence is as disciplined imagination. A scientific visualization of one plausible future built from the best measurements available at the time. The staged future gives the viewer a clock without pretending the clock is simple. 2 billion years from now, in the classic sequence, Andromeda is noticeably larger. Near the first encounter, spiral arms distort, and the sky grows crowded with structure. After that passage, the galaxies are not finished. They remain gravitationally tied, two vast systems that have traded orbital energy and can no longer return to their old isolation. Then the forecast became less clean. In 2025, a Nature Astronomy study using Hubble and Gaia data argued that a Milky Way-Andromeda collision is not certain. The result did not say Andromeda stopped approaching. It did not erase the classic Hubble measurement. It changed confidence in the long-term outcome. The reason is simple. The local group is not only two galaxies. Triangulum, also called M33, matters. So does the Large Magellanic Cloud, a satellite galaxy of the Milky Way that is more massive and more dynamically important than it looks from Earth. Include those bodies, and the future becomes a multi-body gravitational problem. ESA's summary of the 2025 work describes 100,000 simulations with variables for positions, motions, and masses. In that larger calculation, the Large Magellanic Cloud can pull the Milky Way away from the simple Milky Way-Andromeda orbital plane. Triangulum can pull the system another way. Small differences in today's measured values can become large differences after billions of years. The headline is careful. The study estimated close to a 50% probability that there will be no Milky Way-Andromeda merger during the next 10 billion years. That does not make the collision story fake. It makes the older certainty too neat. A galaxy can be moving toward us now, while the final encounter remains uncertain. Direction is measured in the present. Fate is projected through time. That is why the 2025 result belongs in the center of the film. Not as a footnote. It changes the question. Not only when do the two spirals collide, but How much can smaller neighbors and uncertain halo masses bend the fate of the two largest galaxies in the local group? This story is easy to flatten. One crude version says NASA predicted collision. Then new science said no collision. That is not what happened. The stronger version is quieter and more exact. The Milky Way and Andromeda are massive galaxies inside a shifting gravitational environment. Their visible disks are only part of their mass. Their dark matter halos extend far beyond the starlight. Their satellite galaxies are not decoration. Their masses are not known with perfect precision. Their sideways motions are difficult because the drift is so small. When the forecast reaches 4, 6, or 10 billion years ahead, uncertainty is not a side note. It is part of the object being studied. A tiny difference in transverse motion can decide whether two galaxies merge quickly, pass at a wider distance, or remain in a long orbital dance. A different mass for the Milky Way halo changes the pull. A different mass for Andromeda changes the pull. A better orbit for the Large Magellanic Cloud changes the plane of the problem. That is not failed prediction. It is the correct scale of humility for deep time. Science did not take wonder out of the future sky. It added branches. One branch still holds the famous merger, tidal tails, star formation, repeated passages, and a final combined galaxy. Another branch holds a near miss or delayed encounter, with the two giant spirals remaining separate longer than the older story implied. Both branches are enormous. Both are serious scientific possibilities. Neither needs panic to be worth watching. The Andromeda story lasts because the simple image is true enough to begin with. There is a galaxy in our sky. It is moving toward the Milky Way. The distance is about 2.5 million light-years. The classic approach speed is about 250,000 miles per hour. NASA's older Future Sky sequence remains one of the clearest ways to picture what a galactic merger could look like from inside one of the galaxies. But the full answer is not a clean countdown. The collision, if it happens, is not a crash of stars. It is a gravitational merger of halos, gas, dust, and stellar orbits. Paths are rewritten slowly. Familiar constellations could disappear into a sky filled with another galaxy's light, while most individual stars never touch. After 2025, the responsible ending is open. Hubble and Gaia did not make Andromeda stop coming. They widened the long-term forecast. Add Triangulum, add the Large Magellanic Cloud, add uncertainty in mass and motion. Run the future many times, and the universe does not return the same answer every time. That is the final image, not a doomsday object, but a moving neighborhood. The Milky Way is not alone. Andromeda is not fixed in the dark. The local group is active with gravity, and the future sky is being negotiated on scales too large for instinct. Maybe the two great spirals merge into one smooth galaxy. Maybe they sweep past and keep dancing longer than the older model allowed. Either way, the quiet patch in the sky is not standing still. The model is simple enough to keep. One fact is present tense. Andromeda is approaching. One fact is mechanical. Galaxies are mostly empty, so the encounter is not a wall hitting a wall. One fact is current. The exact future is probabilistic, because more bodies and better measurements widen the answer.